Right guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm having trouble with the microphones, it's not picking up very well, so I'm going to try it this way now. At the moment, I've got a frozen neck and shoulder. I'm just going to plod on. The best way to get rid of this sort of injuries is just carry on with it. So I took some painkillers, let's just crack on. Now, my parts have arrived. And this has happened twice to me now with this company. It advertises on the site that it's price per ride, so more price per however many it's meant to come. On the previous videos with the engine rebuild, I was buying the piston rings and I thought that I was buying the full set of 4, and I didn't screenshot it, so I couldn't prove that's how it was advertised. So I had to bite the bullet and order some more. So I tapped again on this, and I'm getting fed up with this company, to be honest with you. I'm not going to say anything because I'm not today in shaking, but I'm adamant that it said price per pair, and now it's arrived. It came as a single brake cable, and I've checked the order and it's miraculously changed to per item again, and the prices have changed as well, by the way. So we've got one brand new one for the side that was MOT fail, but the original side, this side, we're gonna have to reuse it. It's perfectly fine, there's no cracking or nothing in it. It's just bloody annoying that this happens. So when you're ordering your parts, make sure that you read properly and screenshot them, and I'm going to keep screenshotting from now on, because I know I'm right, but I just can't prove it. So anyway, what we're going to do now is we're going to put the handbrake cable back on this car. The other camera's on charge because I forgot to charge it again. So I'm going to have to keep bringing this camera in and out. I'm going to show you how easy it is to put these handbrake cables back on, set it all up so it all works, put the drum back on, and get it on its wheels. Then we'll do the service and we'll try and get it in for its MOT today. I'm not hopeful to get it in today, if I'm honest. But I did give the brake drum a bit of a paint just to freshen them up so they look a bit nicer when they're back on the car. It's all right, we've got nothing to do but put it back together now. The interior is over there, still dry now. It's took ages to dry. I did say it was going to take a while. It's not come as clean as I wanted it to do, but I just haven't got time to pressure wash it again now. But it's 100 times better than what it was. So that'll be a job for the new owner. And again, we'll show you how easy it is to put the interior back in. It's an absolute doddle. I'll clean the old handbrake cable down and make sure that there is nothing wrong with it. But it's a little bit of surface rust. Also, it didn't even come with the retaining clip that holds it in the hub. Once the new part arrived, I had to hunt on the drive to find it because I took it off and I just threw it. But anyway, let's get this cleaned. See, it's perfectly fine, this is. It's not like the other one. It's a usable part, there's no cracking or anything. Cables move nice and free. It's a perfectly serviceable part. So we will have to use it because I'm not waiting any longer. This one is passenger side, the driver's side is the side that was knackered completely. I'll show you that again now, close on camera. But that's the one we took off. As you can see, it's completely shot. Not worth nothing, ready for the bin. Right, it's pretty much reverse order what we did before. So this is the end, the spring end, and this is the retaining clip I was talking about. Now, at the back, there's just a hole, just there. So all we've got to do is this end, just push it through the hole, and get this bit, and drop it into the handbrake clip, just there. And then on the other end, just pull it. To pull the spring over to protect it, making sure that that stays in there, and pull it in, and then just push the retaining clip into the hub, and that's this end back on. You gotta make sure this spring collector is covering the cable nice and tight, and the little lug is in the handbrake part there. And now it's time to go under the car and clip it in. Here's one anyway, so we'll just clip it and drop it into there. So that's held on. Chuck it underneath, and while we're here, we will just drop the driver's side because of my bolt. We'll just put this back on, suck it over, and just not put your washer back on. Nice thick one. Put your nut back on. Now I'm going to do it up by hand because we need to torque this to 225 Newton meters. Right, so that's tight. It's rolling fine. Now we torque it. There you go. 225 Newton meters. Free rolling. That's the hub back on. Don't forget your dust cap. Don't just whack it in the middle because you'll just close that in. Tap it around the edge. Perfect. Same again for this side. There we go. Sorted. Right, let's get underneath. Right, there's no tools needed for underneath, so let's get down here. This rubber, which moves, drops into this carrier. This part drops into this carrier. Like so. And then we just push it, same again, through the hole in the body and just clip it into place. And that is the handbrake cable fitted back to the car. Right, now into the car with the two cables. Make sure your clips are in place. I'm going to push this one back on now. Hang on a sec. So my clips are in place now. So you literally just drop wind this back because this is too short now because we've got a nice tight cable on. So wind this adjuster back, rotate it, drop that side in. Now this is going to be bloody awkward. Yeah. Might have to wind this off completely. Right, so you can see that's quite nice and level now because these are at the same tension. We literally just wind this back up. That's way too loose. When I say drag on the drums, if you rotate the drums, it rolls, but there's some resistance there, so I may have this a little bit too tight. I'll just check the other side. Same on this side. I might leave that because it might wear off. So we're going to pull the handbrake up now and see how much travel we got. So now, nice and tight. Plenty of travel on the handbrake. So that is the handbrake cable set. As you can see, the interior is out the car. So now we'll put the shroud back on. No, I won't put the shroud back on because I need to put the wheels on to test to make sure it holds first, because I might have to tighten it a little bit more. But that feels lovely and tight. Right, let's get this wheel on. Right, that's free rolling, so I'm going to go and tighten it up now and try and get a little bit of drag on this. So it should set my handbrake. Right, it's dragging a little bit, I can hear it. Let's tighten it a bit more.
See, it's got that little drag, but it's free rolling. So now we'll test it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Right, I'm going to check the other side. Hold it. Hold it. Right. That handbrake should be set there. So I'll get the camera back out, get it off the axle stands and test it properly. Wheel caps back on. Good way to store the axle stands rather than having it sticking out. Take it out, put it in the opposite way. Put your pin back in. And then you ain't got this catching on stuff when you're taking it out your garage. Yeah, I'd say that handbrake's working now. Right, so that's the handbrake done. I'm going to go and wash my hands now, and then we'll get the interior back into the car. But before I do that, I'm going to give it a quick hoover out. There's no point in watching that. I'll hoover it all out. We'll get the interior back in the car. I'll show you how easy that is. And then we'll turn it around and get the service done. Right, we just recount the seat now. This is see under there. There we go, snapped it back in. The cable's just hanging nice and free there. And that's that seat back in. You don't really need to see me do the passenger side. I'm just repeating myself, so I'm just going to get that in now, and then we'll cut to the service on the front of the car. See you shortly. Right, now it's time to do the engine oil service and the new spark plugs to see if we can sort out the emissions. I'm not going to talk you through this. You've seen it done many a time, so I'm just going to get on with it. Now these are already gapped. I still don't feel right. Right, as you can see, I was just doing the HTLs and I wasn't happy with this one. It's quite bad actually. It just won't clip on very well, it's just loose, and I think that might be causing a little bit of splutter or something. So I've decided to change the HT leads. It's only 20 quid down the road to supply us. So I'll put these brand new leads on there and continue with its service. This is your PCV valve, and what that is a crankcase breather, and it takes the unburnt fumes from the engine and puts it back and burns it again. Now the pipe tore, but this will fit no problem. I'll just push that back on in a second, it won't be any issue. No, I'm gonna have to redo that. The hose is too short then. So now I've got to sort that out. Let's try this bit of water hose. That goes on nice. If you don't do these properly, it will rev high. Yeah, for that, hold that onto there. So I'll leave this. Just test it for a second. Let's measure this to cut it. So we cut it there. a nice new sharp blade. It's my clamp that I lost. Oh, I've got the proper tool for this, I just can't be bothered to go and find it. So that it's clamped on here, clamped on there, so there's no air leaks. That's what I mean, you've got to make sure it sits on your throttle body properly, because if you get a leak on there, it'll rev high and you don't want that. Tighten down, it's finger tight, and then it's a line, inch, and that's all you need. So that is the top end of the service done. So we've done the spark plugs, we've done the HT leads, we didn't need to do the coil pack, we've done the filter so it's going to breathe better, and now all we need to do is to drain the oil and change the filter. So first thing we do is take your oil cap off. One, so you know it's not broken and you can fill it back up with oil, but two, it's to let the oil flow better, because if you don't, it's just going to glug out because it's sealed. So let the air in so the oil can drain out. Right, okay. This is my service set spanners. We've got all different shapes for these. This is the star shape. That's the one. So these aren't mega tight, and they shouldn't be. There we go. You should put a new plug or crush washer on, but I ain't got one, and this looks pretty new anyway, so I'm going to reuse it. Now while that's draining, we're going to get the filter out, which isn't just there. Right, that's getting loose now, so we'll put this plug back in here so we can pull the bucket underneath and catch everything that's going to fall out from the filter into the bucket. Let it drain. Let's clean it. We get the filter, dab of oil, round the rubber ring. Now, some people fill them, some people don't. Well, I don't, because it just spills everywhere. So we'll wind this back on. Hand tight. And get some pliers and tighten it up. Now don't be tempted to put the pliers in the middle and crush it. You don't need to do that. You just need to do a couple of turns. Now we go back up top and fill it full of oil. Right, get yourself a nice clean funnel. Now this engine takes, I've just checked, 2.8 litres of oil. Let's crack on. And that's pretty much an engine oil service. Well, oil, filter and electric service. Didn't need coil packs. And you wouldn't really know, I've been in here now. Right, whilst we let this warm up to temperature, I'm going to pack up, tidy up all my stuff, and then we'll go and get the gas analyzer back out and see what it's done to the emissions. It's booked in for its MOT on Friday at 1:30. So at the end of this video, you should know whether it's passed or it's failed. So there we go. That was an MOT pass on my machine anyway. Obviously, it's not calibrated. It's an old machine. We don't know until we actually take it to the MOT bay with the proper machines. But I suspect it's going to pass. I did clean the map sensor on this because it doesn't have a MAF. It was clogged up before, nice and clean now, so the numbers have gone green. So that was my trouble, not needing a service, but it's had a service anyway. It's now booked in for its MOT on Friday. It's Tuesday at the moment for 1:30. So tomorrow we'll be addressing the bodywork. Fans just kicked in now, so there's no gasket issue on this. So yeah, tomorrow we're going to address the bodywork. Then hopefully you'll be seeing this video on Sunday completed. Right, it's time to have a go at the slack pill. We razor blade are loose.
lacquer up, leaving the paint behind. Now, off camera, I've had a bit of a practice, and I've done quite well on this. I've got the bulk and stuff, so I thought I'd better get some more footage there to show you how it works. Right, I don't know whether the camera's going to pick it up, but you literally just scrape it off. And obviously that lacquer there stuck quite well. It's a bit of a pain in the backside, but you can do it. It's not too bad. But it leaves the paint behind and takes the lacquer off. Get the edge down where we get people can't get up, can't get so. And then we'll just give it a light coat of some lacquer. It's not too bad. Just literally, this fits right up below. This comes up quite easy. When you get to a bit that's not, a little paint. Right, now we're going to attempt to have a go at not the painting, a lacquer of well, I've done extensive research for 5 minutes on YouTube, so I'm a qualified painter now. The video I found particularly interesting was this one. And as you can see, after watching that video, it does give me quite a good pointers and a few tips on what to do. So let's get the cameras rolling properly, and I'll get some close-up shots to show what we're doing. But I'm not going to leave the cameras on and I'll do all of it because it'll just be boring for you. So I'll show you what I'm doing, I'll cut the cameras and then come back to it with all this ready for a bit of sanding. Okay. Right guys, I've given it a quick light sand, so I can't feel it on my fingers. I've gone a little bit too deep here actually and showed a bit of the body primer underneath, but I've got no red, so I'm not buying it. I'm not doing it. It's nice and smooth all the way along here. Sanded it down with 1500 grit, I think it was. So I remind you, I'm not looking for a professional job. We're just trying to tart this up. So I'll get some isopropyl alcohol now and panel wipe this down, and then we'll get the first coat of lacquer on. Right, we're not a professional paint shop, as you know. We're just trying to make this look a little bit better than what it is. Apparently we need to do a tack coat first. That'll do for that so far. Seems to be going on all right. Yeah, that'll do. It's shiny anyway. Right, I think that'll do. We'll let that dry and give it another coat in a minute. The fucking rain started. To do a better job, I should do this in black, but it'll do. We'll let that dry properly now. Shouldn't take too long. Oh, it's re-lacquered. That'll do. And the fucking rain. I can't believe this. Sod's law. As you can see, I'm a professional at this now. This bit, the lacquer stayed on quite a lot. And I panel wiped it, so just get on with it. Right, I'm just leaving the gravesite now. I popped up to have a chat with the wife. She's still not answering to me. We're going to the MOT bay now. We're going to give it a good test drive. It starts up no problem. No warning lights on. The only light that's on there is to say fuel, so we're going to go and put some fuel in now as well. Steering feels good, brakes feel good, handbrake working. So we're going to go and put some fuel in now and get to the MOT man. Now I put 3 hours temporary insurance on to get this done, and it cost 12 quid to be honest with you, so 12 quid was well worth doing it. I'm sorry about the camera shaking. I've got it hooked onto the rear view mirror at the moment. It's the best I can do. So suspension feels good on the front that we changed. Steering feels right tight. No real knocking or anything on it. It's actually quite impressive. This should never have gone to the scrapyard in the first place. So Dad's getting fuel, and then we'll get to our MOT slot for half one. Right, £10 of fuel can only give us
6.5 litres, which is actually over a quarter of a tank, to be honest with you, in this little can. So it's probably going to cost about 35 to 40 quid to fill this. Well, anyway, it's now 1:10 and we're going to be late for the MOT bay unless we're going to move on, so let's get going. Here it is, it's finally done. We've finished the car off now. I haven't polished the headlights because I haven't got fine enough sandpaper. I've finished all the lacquer on the pillars. I'll show you that shortly on the other camera. I'll bring it in. But yeah, it's finally done. So now we've got to go through the numbers. It did pass its MOT on Friday. It did pick up a couple of advisories as well. Ones I didn't think about. There was a couple of advisories for both sides, lower suspension, bush, slight play. I've had a look. Yeah, to me, it's just the rubber movement, but they've advised it. So do I deserve that advisory? Oh, I don't know. But the MOT man, he's got to protect his license. So if he thinks it, he puts it down. Now, the one advisory I do agree with is the track rod arm on, not the track rod head ball joint. It's got very slight play. Yes, it has got play. You can see it. It's very minor. It don't warrant changing the part. And yes, it's an advisory. So we didn't get the clean sheet we wanted, but the failures on the original for the brake ferrules and the back beam, there's no mention of it. They're absolutely fine. So yeah, the car's all back together now. It's got 12 months MOT. Our Friday just gone. And now we'll go through the numbers, what we've actually spent. So did we do this car? Did we save it from the scrapyard for 500 quid? Well, that was the budget. Now, we started off, after selling Bumblebee, we sold it for 750 quid. And I took out the 100 that I put in for parts. So it was all the channel's profit. So we started off with a kitty of 650 quid. Now, we bought this car for 200, as you know. We had it delivered for 25. Both suspension legs was 49.95 delivered. The tyre was 35. The service and handbrake cable was 71.22. The HT leads was 19.33. The can of lacquer was a fiver. The wheel caps was 10.80. Now they came with 3 and I only needed 1, so the spares are in the boot for the new owner. Now I put temporary car insurance on this car for a day, which cost us £12.33. The MOT itself was 45, and I did buy a genuine car stereo for this because I told you I don't like the Chinese aftermarket. The sound quality is terrible, the build quality is terrible. I just don't like them. So I decided to put this back to factory spec. So that was 20 quid. So that was a total of 493.63. So we did save this 500 for 500. Now, in the kitty, we was left with £156.37. I estimate this car should fetch £1,000. There's none on the market with 12 months MOT, with the extensive work that this has had done in the lounge spec, as clean as it is. Well, as clean as it is, it's a throwaway car. It's a first car. It's a bumper car. So for £1,000, it's happy motoring. So I think once this car sold, the kitty should be up to £1,156.37 towards the piss build. Now, I've enjoyed doing this one, and I've got 2 more cars on the drive now. You're going to see another one next week. Again, if you've got a scrap car and you'd like to see it on the channel being repaired rather than send it to get crushed, drop me a message. My email's in the information. You can contact me directly on there. Even if you're interested in this car, drop me a message. You can see what we've done to it. It went straight through its MOT, as I've said. What I'll do now is I'll take you around with the camera and I'll show you how the interior's come up, my lacquer repair. Yeah, it's I'm definitely quite pleased with this one. And whoever buys this, yeah, like I say, they should have trouble-free motoring for 12 months. And the tax on this is only £35 a year anyway, because it's a 1.2. See, it's not perfect, but it's got alloy wheels. It's nice and shiny now. Nice, good tyres. I've still got it. I can't do it straight away because it's still not dried properly. I need to polish this out where I blended it in. But there is the odd run mark, but it's just lacquer. It finishes the car off. Again, the bonnet's not the original bonnet to this motor, and I'm not changing it because we don't have the budget. But again, it's still nice and shiny. On the driver's side, I rubbed through the paint there. I went too much, and I didn't have any red paint. So unfortunately, that's exactly how it is. It's going to stay like that. But as you can see, just needs buffing and polishing for the blend, which I can't do till it's dried properly. But as you can see, it's not a bad looking car. Going to make someone very happy. Well, a new driver very happy, I reckon. Now onto the interior. As you can see, the interior did come up far better than it was. It's not perfect. I don't claim to be perfect. I'm just trying to save these from the scrapyard. And there you go. That looks much better with the original stereo and air vents back in place. Obviously, it's still got its little quirks and qualms because of the age of the car. The gear gate is coming away, but these are all the things that the new owner could do. New owners like messing and tinkering with their cars. So again, like, share, subscribe, click the little bell, and you won't miss any of my future videos. And thanks again for supporting this channel. It's really appreciated.
He's actually kind of funny. Is he all there? Like, mentally?
I think so. He's just an odd guy. You know, it's kind of weird.
I mean, should we be worried?
No.
All right.
No.